Once upon a time, there was a girl named Goldilocks, and she was a real brat. And one day, she went walking in the woods, and she'd walked for a while, and she was starting to get hungry. "I want some food. Somebody better give me some food. I'm hungry and I want some food." Well, she looked around and there was nobody in the forest, but she spied a little house in the distance. "I'm going to go there. They'll give me some food. I want some breakfast. I'm hungry." So she stomped up to the house, went right up, banged on the front door. "I'm here. I'm hungry. I want some food." No answer. She banged again. Still no answer. So did she go on her way? No. She just opened the door and walked right in, even though no one had told her she could. "I'm here, want some breakfast, I'm hungry." Well, still no answer. There seemed to be no one in the house, but in front of her was a table in the dining room with three big bowls. The three bowls, one was big, one was medium, and one was a little bitty teeny weeny bowl. And in each one of the bowls was oatmeal. Well, she went over to that, and she looked at it, and she smelled it. That was pretty good for breakfast. So, looking at those three bowls, she said, "Well, I'm the best, so I get the biggest." She went right up to that great big bowl, took a great big spoon, took a great big bite. "This is too hot. Pooey!" Spat it back in the bowl. "I don't want this." So she went over to the medium-sized bowl, picked up a medium-sized spoon, took a medium-sized bite. "This one is too cold. Pooey!" Spat it back in the bowl. She went over to the little bitty teeny weeny bowl, picked up the little bitty teeny weeny spoon, took a little bitty teeny weeny bite. This was just right. So she began to eat and 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 eat until there was nothing left in that bowl. Not even a little drop of milk. Well, that was pretty good. Now she was feeling pretty full and wanted to sit down and rest a little bit before going on her way. So she looked around, and over there by the fireplace, there were three chairs. A great big chair with a big leather cushion, a medium-sized chair with a bunch of poofy cushions and pillows, and a little bitty teeny weeny rocking chair. Well, she looked at those chairs and said, "Well, I'm the best, so I get the biggest." She went right over to that great big chair with its big leather cushion, and she sat down right in it, and she squiggled a bit, and she squirmed a bit. "This one is too hard. I don't like it." And up she jumped. She went over to that medium-sized easy chair. She sat down in it, and she started to sink down into those poofy cushions and all those big pillows, and she sank down and down and down. "This one is too soft. I don't like it." And up she jumped. Then she went over to that little bitty teeny weeny rocking chair. She sat down in it and she squiggled a bit. She squirmed a bit. It was just right. And she began to rock back and forth, 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 back and faster and faster and faster and faster, till she rocked so hard that little bitty teeny weeny rocking chair smashed into a million little bitty teeny weeny parts, and it saw smashed her right down on the ground, smacked her right on her butt. Ow! That hurt. I need to go lie down. So she went up the stairs to the second floor, where there were 3 beds. A great big bed with a big wool blanket, a medium-sized bed with a big puffy quilt, and a little bitty teeny-weeny bed over in the corner. Well, she looked at those beds. She said, well, I'm the best, so I get the biggest. She went over to that great big bed and she laid down on it. She squiggled a bit. And she squirmed a bit, and that blanket scratched and itched. Oh, this one is too hard. I don't like it. And up she jumped. She went over to that medium-sized bed. She laid down on it, and she squiggled a bit. And she squirmed a bit. And that poofy quilt came up all around her, and she sank down into that bed. This one is too soft. I don't like it. Oh, he jumped up out of it. He went over that little bitty teeny weeny bed over in the corner. It was covered with a little bitty teeny weeny blanket, and there was a little bitty teeny weeny teddy bear. So she lay down on that bed and she squiggled a bit. She squirmed a bit. This one was just right. She lay her head down on the little bitty teeny weeny pillow, pulled up her little teeny weeny blanket, grabbed that little bitty teeny weeny teddy bear, and went off into a great big nap. Well, it wasn't too long after that the people who lived in that house came back. Except they weren't people. They were bears. 3 bears. A great big papa bear, medium-sized mama bear, and a little bitty teeny weeny baby bear. And they'd gone off for a walk in the woods while their oatmeal had cooled, and they were ready for breakfast. But as they came up to the house, they saw the door wide open, and they stopped. And that great big papa bear said, "Hey, who left the door open?" And the medium-sized mama bear said, "Well, it wasn't me." And that little bitty teeny weeny baby bear said, "Wasn't me either. No, not me. Wasn't me. Nope, wasn't me. Nope, not me. Nah." Papa Bear said, "We better go check this out." And so they went into the house and they looked around. They went up to that table where their bowls of porridge were cooling, and that great big papa bear looked down the great big bowl, saw that great big bite gone, and said, "Hey, someone's been eating my porridge." And the medium-sized mama bear looked down that medium-sized bowl, saw that medium-sized bite taken out. "Someone's been eating my porridge." And little bitty teeny weeny baby bear went over to the little bitty teeny weeny bowl and looked down, but there was no more oatmeal in there at all, just a little bitty teeny weeny spoon and not even a little bitty teeny weeny crumb. "Someone's gonna eat my oatmeal, they ate it all. I didn't leave anything for me. I'm hungry. It's not fair. It's not." Papa Bear said, "We better check out the rest of the house." So they went over by the fireplace. Look at their chairs, and that great big papa bear went over that great big wooden chair with its great big leather cushion. "Hey, someone's been sitting in my chair." And the medium-sized mama bear went over that medium-sized easy chair and saw the great big mess that had been left with all those pillows and cushions. "Someone's been sitting in my chair." And the little bitty teeny weeny baby bear went over to the little bitty teeny weeny rocking chair, but there wasn't a little bitty teeny weeny rocking chair. There was just a little bitty teeny weeny pile of little bitty teeny weeny sticks. "Someone was in my chair, and they smashed us all to bits, and I don't have a chair, and I'm really tired because you made me go on that stupid walk, and I want to sit down. I can't sit down because I don't have a chair. It's not fair because somebody smashed my chair to bits. They did. It's not fair. It's not." Papa Bear said, "We better check upstairs." So they started up the stairs. And they came out to the second floor where there was those 3 beds. And that great big Papa Bear went over to that great big bed with his great big wool blanket on it. Someone's been sleeping in my bed. And the Mama Bear went over to that medium-sized bed with the medium-sized quilt, all messed up. Oh, someone's been sleeping in my bed, and look at the mess they made. And the little bitty teeny weeny baby bear went over to the little bitty teeny weeny bed. Someone's been sleeping in my bed. She's still there. She's got my teddy bear and everything. It's not fair. Look at that. Look at that. There she is right there, right there, right there. And the 3 bears gathered around, and sure enough, there was Goldilocks, curled up on the little bitty teeny weeny bed, wrapped up in the little bitty teeny weeny blanket, holding on to that little bitty teeny weeny teddy bear, making some very big snores. Well, those bears gathered around, and the Papa Bear reached down. He started to poke at Goldilocks to wake her up. And when she finally woke up and opened her eyes, she looked up and she saw those 3 bears. And those bears all leaned in. And Goldilocks went, ah! And she jumped up out of that teeny weeny bed. She jumped right out the little bitty teeny weeny window, and she jumped right down to the ground. She went off running. And if she is not stopped, she is still running to this very day. Anyway, she was gone. And the 3 bears, they never saw Goldilocks ever again. So I guess they did live happily ever after.